Next on Toledo News this morning, Toledo's mayor announces a plan to address gun violence. Find out how. Plus, after a record snowfall this week, more is coming. What you need to know ahead of this Sunday. And Ohio's governor is involved in discussions about plans for a mass vaccination site right here in the state. Good morning, I'm Jaden Jefferson. Thank you so much for joining me for your latest headlines on this Saturday. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine announced that he has been in contact with the Biden administration to open a mass COVID-19 vaccination site right here in the state. Since the release of the vaccine, the state has struggled to find a common site where hundreds of thousands of Ohioans could get the shot. This proposed vaccine site would be similar in scale to the Javits Center in New York, vaccinating multiple Ohioans at once. I'll keep you updated as additional details are released. Former Ohio Republican Party Chair Jane TIMKEN has announced her run for Senate to fill the seat of Republican Rob Portman, who will not run for re-election, citing partisan gridlock in Washington. I'll keep you updated on her run and other candidates that may be joining the race very soon. Additional snowfall is expected this weekend, which according to local meteorologists won't be anywhere as close to as bad as Sunday night's record snowfall, although you can plan for a solid 1 to 3 inches. I'll keep you updated. In case you missed it, US 250 just south of Mason Road in the Sandusky area will have single-lane closures for culvert repairs within the next few days. Traffic will be maintained by flaggers. Toledo Mayor Wade Kapszukiewicz announced Wednesday the hiring of a program manager who will be responsible for working with residents, community partners, and law enforcement to develop a citywide strategy to reduce gun violence. Juwan Armour, a Toledo native who is currently a student wellness and family liaison at the Columbus Arts and Technology Academy, will take on the role. It is an absolute honor to be part of an initiative to reduce gun violence in the city I come from and communities that my family, friends, and their children live in, Armour said during the news conference. By attempting to take in all the aspects of the community and the individuals in it, we will be able to create a more comprehensive approach to addressing gun violence. Toledo Police Chief George Krall says that programs like this are important, as well as collaboration with law enforcement.
We've had a rough 2020 violence-wise. In fact, we took 1,600 guns off of the streets last year. We've usually average between 1,000 and 1,100. So we saw our fair share of violence last year. And I would be remiss as a police chief if I would not be involved enthusiastically with any type of program that can help reduce violence in this city.
Thousands of Texas residents remain without power following a winter storm that left the state's residents scrambling for water, food, with the hopes of having power restored sooner or later. One of those residents is Tina McCurdy of Dallas, who has had to deal with the loss of internet, power, running water, and heat.
Right now, I'm doing well, blessed, I would say, as opposed to many other people that I do know. I do have power. When the storm hit, I wasn't in Dallas. I was working out in Fort Worth. So I was able to keep in touch with my neighbors to find out if we had power, and we do. The only thing that we ended up losing was our internet, I do believe. But I do have electricity, I do have my internet, I do have hot water. So I'm okay now.
McCurdy considers herself lucky, as others have had to live in their car, shelters, on top of having to feed their children. At one point during the winter wallop, over 1 million Texans were without power. Restoration continues, although many say the state was not prepared for this. Local seniors or anyone eligible to receive the COVID-19 vaccine has had to deal with some confusion regarding appointment times and locations. If you're one of these people, here's a quick, simple breakdown to help you get your first dose of that all-important shot. Many in Lucas County are having a difficult time getting their first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. But if you have access to your phone, a tablet, a computer, the process is fairly easy. And you don't have to be too tech-savvy. First, you're going to go to the health department's website, click on Health Services, Adult and Travel Immunizations that is listed below, and then you're going to look at the top of the screen and you'll see a tab that says COVID-19 vaccination appointments. You're going to click Schedule Appointment, And from there, you'll be given access to different vaccine clinics that are in the area. At the top of the screen, it says there is a Toledo Lucas County Health Department vaccine clinic at the Lucas County Rec Center. You're going to click on that, and then you'll be given access to different times for this clinic, which will be held on Thursday, February 25th. Now, if you have any additional questions about how to get that first dose, please let me know, and I'll be happy to help. Reporting in Toledo, I'm Jaden Jefferson. The Toledo Mud Hens have announced plans to return to the field this year despite the pandemic. 1,500 home game tickets will be up for grabs due to restrictions set by the Ohio Department of Health. The Hens will play 166 games, with 70 of those scheduled to be played at Fifth Third Field in downtown, including a date set for July 4th. Their home schedule concludes on September 19th. To learn more, visit the Hens website. To stay updated with the latest news headlines around the community and across the nation, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Have a great rest of your day.